Hello! Today we are looking at a game I've been waiting to play for a very long time, Prelude Dark Pain. It's a turn-based tactical RPG with an incredible gothic darkest dungeon-inspired art style. The second you start the game, the cutscenes pulls you right into the world ravaged by the dark pain. You play as Soren, a mighty warrior who was living a quiet life as a blacksmith, until the land scorchers raided his village and abducted his wife, who happens to be the king's daughter. Gameplay follows classical CRPG mechanics. Units act based on initiative, and every character gets movement, basic attacks, and unique abilities powered by skill points. You generate 2 skill points per turn and can pull up to 4. While enemies deal bonus damage from behind, you can spend the skill point to activate defense, forcing your character to turn and face their attackers. You can also use terrain elevation and environmental hazards to your advantage. The encounters are what truly elevates this game. They are dynamic and engaging. In one mission you are pulling off a train heist where you can push enemies off the edge or uncouple a wagon to send them falling to their deaths. In another, mid-battle reinforcements jump in to completely turn the tables. These scenarios keep the combat feeling fresh and unpredictable. You'll also find secondary objectives that awards medals and extra loot. While some players have complained about them, my experience was fine. I aimed for medals in every fight, but I didn't beat myself up or restart if I failed. It worked perfectly for me. I crafted and upgraded some gear and managed to save my wife, and the difficulty was fine in the end. Not too easy, but not too hard, even if I finished the main story before most of the side quests. There are 9 heroes in early access so far, and I love how distinct they feel. Alongside classic archetypes like tanks and assassins, you get creative variants like a priest who throws crosses at long range, a support character who is half healer, half mage, and a whip-wielding gunslinger who detonates explosive barrels. I like how skill works, their interaction and their mechanics, but I wasn't too happy about the skill tree. It's probably just an early access problem, but you can't put points in tier 2 before level 11, so you will have enough points to put it in almost every tier 1 node. It isn't too bad, but it feels more like a checklist than a meaningful choice. On the bright side, character attributes and stats are handled brilliantly. Important stats are clearly stared, and holding shifts gives you a full breakdown. It's clean, simple, and effective. We only have grey and green gear now, but I saw blue crafting materials and upgrades to rare items with free stats, so we can expect higher rarity in the future. Both gear and upgrades are simple, but impactful enough. Materials drop at a healthy rate, so it never feels like a tedious grind. Though the crafting UI itself definitely looks like a placeholder. You have to finish 2 main quests before story progress, but the map is an open world with some limitations, so you can roam around a bit and do some side quests or search for mats. However, fighting weak roaming patrols quickly becomes a chore. Adding an auto-resolve feature for low-level encounters would be a massive quality of life upgrade. Prelude Dark Pain has all the ingredients to become an iconic tactical RPG. The atmosphere is top tier, the art style is gorgeous, battles are unpredictable, and the story is interesting enough. I enjoyed every minute of this game, but keep in mind that this version of the game is very short. It's just Act 1, around 12 hours of gameplay, so this review is more like a first impression. There is a mechanic in the game where your choice to kill or save someone should alter the story, but there isn't enough progression to test how that works. There are some problems that can be solved. Movement and targeting are clunky and can be a problem in game with friendly fire. Sometimes the camera is at bad angle, even if you can zoom out or get all the info with different buttons or tooltips, it can be annoying. I would love a voice acting in some important cutscenes, it would add even more immersion. How experience works probably also needs some tweaking. At $19.99, the price is a bit steep for such a short preview. Given the bugs and brief playtime, I'd recommend holding off until Act 2 drops, which according to their roadmap should be in about a year. However, if you want to support the developers right now, you definitely won't regret playing it. I'm so glad that this game turned out this way and can't wait to get my hand on the full game. Devs, I can only thank you for this one, and please don't rush the rest of it. Enjoy the game, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.